The next few examples are similar to examples that I did before, so I'm not going to bore you with long problems and long videos. So I'm just going to describe to you what we did. So example 7, we're tossing the coin 10 times, and the first question said how many possible outcomes are there. Since you can have either heads or tails for each outcome, and there's 10 of them, the answer is going to be 2 times 2 times 2, 10 times, which is 2 to the power of 10, so that's why I'm getting 1024. By the way, this is something I already worked on. Same thing with parts 2 and 3. How many possible heads are there exactly if you have 5? So exactly 5 heads means that you have 5 heads out of 10 tosses. So 10 choose 5 is going to give me 252. The next one says how many possible outcomes are there where you have at least 8 heads. So I'm going to reinterpret what at least 8 heads means, and that means that I got exactly 8 or 9 or 10. That's what it means to have at least 8 heads. And again, to get exactly 8 heads, I have to choose 8 heads out of 10 tosses. To get 9 heads, I gotta choose 9 heads out of 10 tosses, and so on and so forth. So the tally there is 56. Again, that's something we already did. Now, the new ones were these two. How many possible outcomes where you have at least one head? So to say that you have at least one head, that means you have one head exactly, or 2 heads, or 3 heads, or so on and so forth, all the way to 10 heads. You can count it like this using the additional rule, but it would take forever because you're gonna figure out how many of these there are, add to this, add to that, add to that. There's like 9 of them to calculate. So it's faster to just figure out the complement of the set. What's the complement of getting at least one head? It's basically getting 0 heads. Exactly. So this is the reason why I decided to count how many there are of the at least one heads. I'm just figuring out how many total games there are in the world and then take away the complement set size. So in this case, the complement set is going to be getting exactly 0 heads. I could do that by choosing 0 heads out of 10, and then the total is going to be 1023. So that's basically using the subtraction rule and using the concept of the complement of the set. So the original set was getting at least one head. The complement is getting 0 heads. Finally, the last one, how many possible outcomes and how many of the possible outcomes is at most one head obtained? At most one head means that you can get 0 heads or 1 head. So it's faster to count the 0 head and 1 head than to take the complement. So again, that's why I decided to go with it this way. So getting 0 heads out of 10 or getting 1 head out of 10, and I calculated that's 11.